This is Darlene with Featherweight Doctor, coming to you from my campsite in northern Idaho. I hope everybody is had a good week. We made it, another week done. Yay, TGIF. Let me get on and check my feeds and we'll go from there. So the temperatures have cooled. They're not super comfortable yet, but it's way more comfortable than it was, so that's fabulous because it was hot earlier this week. And okay, so if you are on Facebook, pop over and say hi and tell me where you're from. Let me go to YouTube now. I'll tell you what we're doing today after we say hi to a few people. Let's see, live. Refresh maybe. I am sipping and sewing margaritas. Let's see here. Hi Susan Woods Long, thanks for joining me over on Facebook. Lisa, hi sweetheart. I know everybody's confused. Why is Darlene on 2 hours early? Hi, Cheryl from Redmond. All right, Sandy Martin's on. Oh, good. She got her box of goodies down in Pleasanton, California. Wonderful. All right, let me say hi to some friends, and then I'll tell you what we're doing tonight. Let's see here. So Lisa's on from Phoenix. Becky's on from Kennydale. Thank you. She says, beautiful setting behind me. There was a moose here about an hour ago, so we're hoping the little buddy doesn't come back because he's curious. You guys will tell me if something creeps up behind me, correct? Cindy Matthews is on. Hello. I'm so glad you're able to catch me live. This is definitely an unusual time for me to be on. Cheryl's on from Redmond. Hello. Michelle's on from Oklahoma. Kathy's on from Illinois. Hi, sweetheart. Audrey's on from hot, wet Pennsylvania. That sounds awful. I mean, really awful. I am early, Lisa. Yes. No one's clocks are messed up. So we have dinner reservations tonight, and it was going to mess up the live schedule, and so I decided to get on early. I put a note out on my story earlier today, so I realized that this might be a little unusual for everybody that I am on so early, but I figured that maybe this would be better for some of my East Coast people. So we'll see. Normal time is going to be 4 o'clock Pacific. I realize that it's only 2 o'clock Pacific right now. Hi, Pam Ernest from Maine. Thanks for joining us. Let's see here. Oh, Sandy's missed. She says, hello, everyone. Missed tuning in. Work keeps getting in the way. That darn job. I swear. I get it, though. I get it. Donna Wimple, hi, over on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. She says, happy 4th of July. Yay. So it's a little bit of a weird time of day because of my dinner plans tonight. Oh, what happened here? Hold on. There. Okay. Goodness. Nancy's on from Lake Stevens. Hi, Nancy. Judy's on from Kansas. Hello, Judy. Audrey's on. Oh, yes, she says, nice to catch you today. I agree. So tonight we were supposed to be working on Tula Pink's block of the month called Nebula. Yeah. I'll see if you guys can figure out what happened. Here, let me get to my other camera. Hold on. Nope, this camera. Okay. So, can you guys tell what is missing and why I am only sipping and not sewing tonight on my Texas Centennial? Can you tell? I have no presser foot. I'm sure this has never happened to any of you, where you've gone, Melanie, hi sweetheart, where you've gone somewhere and thought you had your bobbin casing, your foot controller, your presser foot, and you showed up and you do not have any of the things. So we are not sewing tonight. We are simply chatting. Hi, Kathy from Addie, Washington. Thanks for joining us. And Franny, yes, Franny got it. She says, but Myra, hi, Myra Mitchell. I hope you're doing awesome. All right, so Polly's over in the UK. Hi, sweetheart. She says, hi, Darlene. Oh no, we sent you the wrong foot, Melanie. What happened? We will fix it. Ray's on it. I'm so sorry. I thought you bought the one with the guide. Did I send you the one without the guide? Shoot. Let's see here. After Wednesday's night's show, I did something naughty and managed to... Uh-oh, she bought another featherweight. It was only 150 euros. Is that good? That's great. I mean, 150 US dollars would be fabulous. I'd buy those all day long. Hi, Amanda Roberts. Hi, Gail. Sorry. It's Gail. Gail's on. Yes, Melanie, I saw your PM. I'll figure out what we did wrong. Sorry. Oopsie. So, needless to say, we are not sipping, or we are not sewing tonight. We are definitely sipping tonight. It is a holiday weekend. We are on our little camping vacay. I'll be back in the shop beginning of next week. So, I will figure out Miss Melanie's order and figure out what I did wrong. Hi, Pauline in Texas. Thanks for joining us. Hello out there in featherweight land. I am naughty, but they normally go for... Holy moly, you got a good price. So Polly in the UK got a white featherweight for 150 euro. They usually go for 600 to 750. That's a steal. You robbed someone blind. Robbed someone blind. No, Cindy. She goes, so what happened? Did you always take your foot off? No. So Cindy, what happened was I was at my club last week, my featherweight club that meets at Quilting Mayhem. And there was a lady there who needed to press her foot. And so I sold her my foot off of my machine because it's the one we carry on our website. And then I forgot to put a new one on before we left, which is a bummer. Did you say it's cloudy and cool at home, Myra? Jealous. It's 90 here up in northern Indiana. We're not in Indiana. Northern Idaho, sorry. So it's still a little warm here. Hi, Isabel Swan. Holding down HQ for me there at home. So these are things to always, I don't know, for those of you with multiple machines like I have, I try to keep one machine kind of always packed and ready to go for travel with the bobbin casing, the foot controller, and the presser foot. And I just messed up and didn't realize that I forgot that I had sold my presser foot. And so no presser foot for me. I do have Large Marge in the closet, which is my Singer Featherweight 301, or not Singer Featherweight, my Singer 301. She does have a 1/4-inch foot. I will probably end up pulling her out. But I really like traveling with my featherweights because they're just so much more portable than my 301. My 301 devours fabric. I mean, just tenacious with the fabric. So it's really nice if I'm doing something quickly and not necessarily precisely. So anyway, well, Isabel, our newest featherweight club member, online club member, who also happens to work for me, has now finished 2 table runners and a Yellow Brick Road lap size quilt. She is tenacious. Oh, Kathy, you're so sweet. She says, come over, I got one. You can use mine. It's so sweet. So anyway, what else has been going on? So this weekend, I was hoping to put my new paddle board in the water. That's definitely happening this week. And just kind of hang out with our friends a little bit. So Audrey says, there was a question about loudness of the machine, your thoughts on fixing or silencing. So definitely, Audrey, every featherweight has a different noise to it. Like some of them are like whisper quiet, like my Morticia / Vader, if my husband's listening, my black side. Okay, Melanie, I'll catch you later. Is whisper quiet. I mean, like whisper quiet. And then I have some other machines, and they're louder. So some of them are just going to have a little bit more of a metallic noise to them. Thank you, Melanie. Have a great weekend too. Oh, this is Roki. Are you saying hi to everybody? Anyway, he's protecting me from the moose. So definitely a noisy machine could signal a machine that's in need of some oil. Particularly the one drop of oil in the bobbin area is a common noisy spot. So that I would definitely check that out, Audrey. If you haven't put a drop of oil in the bobbin casing, there's a specific place. Let me see if I can show you on this other camera here. Hold on. Okay. So Audrey, if you have take your bobbin casing out like this, and then roll your hand wheel around right there. So I call it the jack-o'-lantern teeth. It's where there's some cuts in the actual metal. It kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern smile. That is where your one drop of oil, and then I drag it over all of the teeth. So you can definitely try putting a drop of oil there. Oopsie. There. And then the other every 8-hour oil holes, which one of them is the long silver shaft. There's 3 vertical shafts underneath the machine when you turn the machine over. Franny's moose watching for me. Do I have a huge dust bunny? Oh, so true. Look at that. She gets used. So there you go. Anyway, so the middle shaft, the silver shaft, there's 2 actual visible oil holes on either side of that shaft. That's in every 8 hours of sewing oil hole. And then this, if you take this faceplate off, this take-up lever is connected to an arm, and every joint on the arm, Audrey, is every 8 hours. So I would try hitting all of your oil holes, the every 8-hour oil holes, and see if that helps. Sandy Martin says, wow, Isabel's on fire. She is on fire. Okay. Audrey says one are very quiet. So you must have a noisy one. So I would try. There was another needed the advice. Oh, thanks, Audrey. I didn't see that. Thanks. Oh, Kirsty's on. Hi, Kirsty from the UK. Fancy seeing you at this time. I know. It's only 10 p.m. there. I have dinner plans this evening, Kirsty, so it was interfering with my dinner reservation, so we got on a little earlier tonight. Really nice to talk to you. I hope you're doing well with your daughter's wedding preparations. So anyway, no, Rose. Rose, not every 8 months, every 8 hours of sewing. There are oil holes that are once a year, but then there are some that are every 8 hours of sewing. Oh, yes. So there was a moose right here about an hour ago. So Rogue is on moose lookout duty behind me to make sure that I don't get surprised and the moose doesn't sneak up on me. Good Lord. We were not here in the trailer, so we saw pictures of him. It was a juvenile male moose, about 2 or 3 years old. Still enormous. Still need to be careful because moose are very territorial. And I'm not messing with a moose. So I'm just not. Neither is Rogue. Rogue is not messing with. What's wrong, buddy? It's not that hot. You're in the shade. It's okay. Boop, boop, boop. He's like, Mom, it's 90. Good. When is the wedding, Christy? Or Kirsty, I'm sorry. You're fine. So thank you for the kiss. Our friends have a family wedding this summer too. It's actually here in northern Idaho, so we'll be helping out with that. My best friend is the mother of the groom, so I am the mother of the groom's right-hand gal. It basically means I can wear comfy clothes because I don't have to be in any pictures, and I just am her slave all day long. It's fine. Totally fine. Tonight I am sipping margaritas because that's what you do when it's hot outside. Caveman Jack. These are actually pretty good. Dangerously good, actually. So a week from tonight, I am excited to announce our first tribe show. The show is going to be all digital, so right here on my live during my Sip and Sew next Friday, I have asked everybody to send me a picture of their first quilts. We're going to celebrate our first quilts. For me, my first quilt, well, first of all, it's hideous, but you know, you live and learn. My first quilt was 25 years ago. But it helped to solidify the quilting. Chrissy says that sounds the best friend, like the best friend to have. That's funny. So the first quilt for me is the thing that solidified my love of all of this. And at the time I was a young mom. My daughter was, well, actually when I first started quilting, I didn't have any kids, but my son arrived a few years later, and then my daughter a few years after that. And so when I was a young newlywed, married, oh, hi Sally on YouTube. Hello, I'll answer your question in just 1 minute. So anyway, for me, the quilting, I had a busy executive sales job in a telecommunications company, and I did not have time. My brain was always busy with numbers and contract negotiations, and quilting was the only thing that really helped me to check out, to relax, because I needed total and complete focus. So I am really excited to find out everybody else's stories behind their first quilts, who they made them for, what it was about quilting that first drew them in. So I have a question over on YouTube, Tool Studios, which is Sally in Northern Cal. Hello. And she wants to know if I'm using a generator. If so, which one? I'm looking for one. So we are actually not using a generator here, Sally. We are on power. But when I am off power in our off-grid trailer, which doesn't have an electrical hookup, I use a lithium battery by Sub-Zero. It's called a 200i, and on it I can get 4 hours of quilting time on my featherweight with a full charge. And it charges in the wall. You can also purchase solar panels, and then it would charge the battery with no shore connection. But here in the wilds of northern Idaho, we have power. So I am on a regular, 30 amp circuit. And so I can run my lighting, I can run my sewing machine if I had a presser foot. Oopsie. So yeah, check out the Sub-Zero lithium 200i battery. I think they carry it. I think I bought mine at Bass Pro Shops, but I think they carry it at I know they have them at Cabela's and stuff too. REI is another one that has them. So check them out. Audrey says, our first ever, or the first on the featherweight, I jumped in way fast with the great 1/4-inch seam the featherweight gave. It's wonderful. Just first quilt ever. This time around, a week from today, Audrey, we're celebrating first quilt ever. It doesn't have to be on the featherweight. I don't even know which quilt I first made on the featherweight, to be perfectly honest with you. I've had a featherweight for about 15 years. It came around, I bought a Bernina when I first started sewing, and then I bought a featherweight about 10 years later when I started teaching a lot of classes, and I wanted to have a nice portable machine. So send your pictures to info, I-N-F-O, at featherweightdoctor.com. And my executive producer, Ray, is going to be putting all of them together in a slideshow for us. And what I would love to do is, if anybody would like to get on camera with me, just the camera on your iPhone would be fine. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And I'd love to chat with some of you during the show too. So maybe we could arrange some of that. I have a couple very, very faithful viewers that could, get the phone call that I want them to talk about their first quilts. This last week, I also announced some new content for our Wednesday show. Our Wednesday show is going to be a sew-along at some point, but it is just not ready yet. Some other things have some very exciting things have started coming about for Featherweight Doctor. That's going to be going on in the next couple months, and it's taken my attention away from my favorite thing, which is designing, but that's okay. I'm featherweight doctor first and designer second. So, yes, Angel, I got your picture. Hi, sweetie. Yes, the time changed. The time changed. Oh, you were in a class, a Dresden plate class. That's awesome. Very fun. Let's see here. Yes, we had a picture change because I have a dinner reservation tonight, and with the holiday weekend, we couldn't get a different one. So I decided to get on at happy hour on the East Coast instead of happy hour my time. Well, technically it's a little after happy hour, but yeah, you guys get the idea. Hi, Therese. Yes, we posted earlier today that there was going to be a time change. I have dinner reservations tonight, and I couldn't, with the holiday weekend, we couldn't get a different time. So I decided to get on a little early so I could talk to my UK folks and my East Coast folks a little easier. So yeah, so next week is going to be our first online quilt show, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be fun. Wednesday's new content is, I got a mosquito bite, if you're wondering why I keep reaching down. I got bit. My bug spray was out here, but I don't see it now. Anyway, so Wednesday's new content is going to talk about some of the stories behind our machines. One of the things, as kind of a history nut, that I love about these machines is the history that comes along with some of them. It's one of the reasons why, when at least I'm able to buy a machine, I try really hard to find out the history of the machine, what the original owner's name was, how the machines were used. So that is going to start to be our show on Wednesday for a few weeks. It's pretty fun. I'm really excited to share some of these wonderful stories of these machines have seen a lot. I mean, the first one rolled off of the assembly line 87 years ago. 87 years ago. And they, the production line survived a world war. I mean, it's just pretty cool. I think that I'm going to hear some really cool, inspiring stories. That is my hope anyway. That is my hope. So how was everybody's week this week? Hi, Missy. Just today is the only time change. We're back on schedule next week. Kathy, does Franny have a good story about her centennial, her first featherweight? She'll have to send your stories to me through the email, the info@featherweightdoctor.com. Whew, it's warm out here. Rogue, don't eat grass. Come here. Rogue was naughty and got into things in the trailer earlier. He ate some of my vitamins, so his hair and his nails are going to grow really well for the next couple days. Huh. Woo. So I think we have cicada here, but there's a buzz to the forest. I think that the cicada are humming, which is pretty cool. Lisa in Phoenix, Buddy from Phoenix, says busy week, and this morning was spent, pickling peaches, or picking peaches, not pickling. Pickled peaches sounds disgusting. Missy was washing her dog. Hi, Sarah. Oh, she's not going to tell me the story? Kathy, you and I might need to talk. Rogue is like, it's hot. It's hot out here. I'm trying to get strong nails to endure the Idahoan wilderness. I take these Costco vitamins, these hair and nail vitamins, and he always is very interested when the vitamin jar lid comes off because they smell really good. And he was like, Isabel at headquarters says Arlo misses Rogue. Oh, he goes and searches all over the house. It's so sweet, yet so sad. I'm sorry, Arlo. We'll be back. Polly over in UK says, hope you're still having a great 4th of July weekend. Still going to have a great 4th of July weekend, even though you forgot your pressure foot. What the heck? What the heck? I thought the insects were a bit loud. Yeah, there's definitely a hum behind me. But it's not a moose, so that's okay. Oh, you're such a good house wife, taking care of the hubs and making his dinner. Very cool. I actually don't know where we're going to dinner tonight. It's some kind of special restaurant. I don't know. Um, our friends made the dinner reservations, and it was either 4:30 this afternoon or 8 p.m. That was the only tables they had open. And I'm like, how about 4:30? I'll move my life. Isabel, you're a quilting machine. She says, currently pressing fabric for my second quilt, got everything cut and getting ready to stitch her together. I have her working out of my stash because I have some excess fabric, if you know what I mean. Thanks, Polly. She's on Moose Watch too. I last year we had a bear here about like a half a click down the road. It wasn't like right next to the trailer. This moose was like right back here. Welcome to Idaho. Welcome to Idaho. I am definitely hoping to have some lake time tomorrow with my 70 SPF sunblock on, since, you know, I like to just burn. There's no tanning for me. It goes from white to pink in 3.5 seconds. Leanne, hi Leanne from Australia. Thanks for joining us. She says it's early Saturday morning here. Enjoy the weekend in that gorgeous location. Thank you. Thanks for joining me and saying hi. Fran in Indiana says, don't we all have excess fabric? Oh, we do. I joined a fat quarter club with Stephanie Stobing over at Quilt Addicts Anonymous. And Polly's like, so I have all these extra fat quarters, and they come and they're in this cute little packaging, but sometimes they're not really my flavor, if you will. And so I had a couple packages underneath my my long arm that didn't even fit in my tubs, and I'm like, Isabel, help yourself. Help yourself. Isabel was not allowed to touch my Tula fabric or my Rifle Paper Company fabric. Those were off limits. Right, Isabel? Right? Rose says, I went to the thrift shop and bought donated fabric. I'll call it thrifting rose fabric. Nice. Sandy says, enjoy your paddleboard. I love to try one, but I know I'd fall off and not get back on. Okay, that is actually my biggest fear. And that's Rogue, not a moose. And just so you know, I am not the most coordinated person in the entire world, so I'm a little nervous about the paddleboard. But if it's, Isabel says, yes, ma'am. No Rifle Paper Company, no Tula. Aye, aye, Captain. You know, when we first, Rogue, goodness gracious. When we moved, one of the first times, we had been in the same house for 17 years, and we moved out of that house, and I had so much fabric. I mean, a lot of fabric. And so I donated a bunch to like Goodwill and stuff. I mean, it's like old stuff. I actually prefer not to have a large stash anymore because I know I want to just sew on the new stuff. So I only buy stuff for projects that I know I'm going to finish, or they're designated for something specific, and then I'm good. Because if I keep, I'm not that person that's just gonna like go buy 2 or 3 yards of something just to have it on hand. I'm not that person. Fran says, fabric is my beer and cigarette money. Nice. Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. I'll call tonight's show Moose Sighting with Darlene. We better not have a moose sighting. I might pee my pants a little bit. Hopefully the juvenile mister has moved on. It is so fun to shop for new, Missy. Especially because, like, I hate to keep coming back to Tula Pink, but Tula Pink's, she releases 2 lines a year at least. And so, I'd much rather buy something that is new and exciting versus a couple years old. So, I get it. I get it. Bullwinkle. So true. So true. We'll name the little Mr. Bullwinkle. So funny. My husband and I were not here at the trailer. We were in town running some errands. And our buddy who lives up the hill was like, "Are you here?" He calls Andy's cell phone. "Are you here?" We're like, "Here where?" Like, we're in Sandpoint. "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "There's a moose by your trailer." So we were coming up the driveway, and I said to Andy, "Do you think the moose is still here?" And he said, "Only if Tim managed to put a leash around its neck." Oh, hi, Kay. She says, "I love history of things and people. I have 3 featherweights." Nice. Do you have any good historical stories about your featherweights? You can send it to me and then be part of one of our Wednesday shows. There you go. That was a big bite. Did you guys see that? All right. Well, I think I'm gonna pop off because the bugs are getting a little thick. It's that time of day here. I will look forward to seeing everybody on Monday, and I want to thank you for joining me on our abbreviated Sip and Sip. Hi, Margaret from Kentucky, Brooksville, Kentucky. Thanks for joining us. And I appreciate everybody watching over my shoulder to make sure I don't have a Bullwinkle moose on my hands. All right, friends, have a wonderful 4th of July. God bless America. So thankful to live in this country. And so thankful for all of you. So I will look forward to talking to everybody on Monday. Bye.